All right, so we are going to talk today about my philosophy and really your philosophy, what your philosophy should be when starting an online business. I am here where I do most of my work in my car, in my Kia Sorento. No, I don't drive a flashy Lamborghini. I don't drive a Maserati, anything like that. I drive a Kia Sorento. And if we looked around my Kia, and actually I'll show this to you, my Kia has nothing but kid stuff. Everything, car seats, wrappers from my son eating breakfast, kid stuff. That's not the point of this video. I just want to show you, this is where I do a lot of my work. I do a lot of my reading. Right now I'm reading a book called Oversubscribed. Good book. I'll put a link in the description if you want to read it. I think it's a good book, a helpful book to help you get started. But what I want to talk to you today, and before we get going, I wear this sweatshirt like most people wear a coat. So if you see me wearing this in multiple videos, this is my coat. This is the company I used to work for, Concordia University, Wisconsin. I was the center director there. Basically what I did is just a little bit that way. I managed a university center. The university had a main campus, and then it had little centers all over southeastern Wisconsin, and I managed the one here in Kenosha. So quick stories about me. Anyway, my philosophy, and I have it written down. I was writing it down. I wanted to share it. My philosophy when it comes to starting an online business, and really what your philosophy should be, is that anybody can start an online business. Everyone should, but most people don't. And the reason why they don't start and they're not successful is simply because people want excitement. They want instant gratification. They want to take an action and then see a result from that action. And from my 6-7 years of doing this, running an online business, is you will rarely ever see that. The only time you start to see that is when you already have momentum, when you already have a large mailing list or you have a large community or following. You can take an action like sending out an email and then see a direct result, which is people buying whatever it is that you're selling. However, in the very beginning, and this is why a lot of people fail, they want to take a result, they want to make a step and then get rewarded for that step. And that's not how business works. That's not how online business happens. Online business, and I think I've said this before, is boring. If you're willing to get up and do the same boring tasks again and again and again, you can be successful online. That's really what it takes to be successful. Creating a blog post is not exciting. For me, what I used to have maybe 6 or 7 blogs. When I did my own writing on it, my first blog was in security cameras. It was so boring that I would start to fall asleep. Seriously, I would start nodding off. Now I might have some sort of sleeping thing, but I would nod off and I would struggle to finish it. But the next day I'd go back and write another blog post, and again, nodding off. Now, part of that was because I had little kids and I wasn't sleeping as it is. And so the quietness of writing a blog post and trying to focus on that would lead me to start to nod off. Anyway, creating a YouTube video is boring. Quite honestly, there are obviously things that you want to learn, at least when you do talking head videos, but when you're creating a YouTube video, it's boring. But even creating TikTok videos, creating, Instagram posts, you're doing all that stuff by yourself, and it's boring. If you can do the same boring tasks every single day, again and again and again, you can run an online business. And it's really as simple as that. Most people struggle and ultimately fail because they start their online business. Maybe they create a landing page. And then after that, they want stuff to happen. And that's not how it works. You create a landing page or you find an affiliate program, and you still got to generate content. And you're going to generate content for days, weeks, and even some instances months before you start seeing a result. Okay. And so if you can do that, if you can create content without seeing a result, if you can do stuff without seeing a result for 3 months, for 6 months, you can be successful. One of the things that I've written down, and I'm going to refer back to this. I have a bunch of notebooks, but this is my favorite notebook because it has the lines and stuff. I'll show you this. But one of the things that I have written down is the people that are most successful with running an online business are athletes. Now, stay with me here. And I'm not disparaging people that aren't athletes. If you work out, if you run, if you do athletic things, you usually are successful when it comes to an online business. And the reason being, now think about this. As a person that is as an athlete, what does an athlete do? They train. They train their body. They train their mind. They're running. They're lifting. They have basketball practice. Now, when I played college basketball, we started practice October 15th. Our first game wasn't until November, mid-November, right? So we were practicing for a month. We were lifting. We were running 2-a-days. All of that stuff we would do without a game. The reward is the game. The reward is winning. But athletes have trained their mind to delay gratification until the end of the game, or at least until the game time, or until winning the championship, whatever your goals might be. That's what you need. That's the transformation that you need to make in order to be successful. You need to reprogram your mind to go from, I do one thing, I get a result. It's kind of like you push the gas pedal. Since I'm sitting in a car, you push the gas pedal and the car accelerates. With an online business, you push the gas pedal and it might be a little bit delayed. Now I'm talking kind of like in parables, but I want you to understand that in order to be really successful online, you have to have the mind of an athlete. You are going to train, you're going to work, you're going to put in all of this energy and effort up front, and then you are going to see rewards later. The rewards can be playing the basketball game. It can be winning the basketball game. It can be winning the championship. And once you understand that, once you realize that, you can be successful. You ultimately, when it comes to an online business, is you really are playing a game. You are trying to find where the people are, and you're trying to funnel those people in the direction that you want to go. And again, like I said, my philosophy, I was just writing it down, trying to get a firm understanding of my philosophy and my beliefs. But if you want to be successful, start thinking like the athlete and not how we are currently programmed to think. We're currently programmed to think that, we work 8 hours at a job, we're going to get money at the end of the week or at the end of the 2 weeks. When you think like an athlete, you're going to put in a lot of work. You're going to work hard. You're going to work diligently. You're going to be consistent and persistent. You're going to show up to practice every single day or 6 days a week, whatever you've got planned. You're going to show up. And you're going to execute, and you're going to work, and you're going to look to improve those skills that you have. You're going to learn new skills. You're going to develop some skills, and you're going to work it as a team. But then the reward is playing the game. The reward is winning the game. For us as online business owners or future online business owners, we are going to put in work at the very front. We are going to show up every single day. We're going to do things that actually contribute to our business. We're not going to worry about our logo or our color scheme. That stuff can come a little bit later. We are going to show up to practice every single day. Whether we're tired, whether we're angry, whether we're sick, whether we've had a great day at work, a bad day at work, we're going to show up every single day and we're going to execute. And we're going to learn skills. We're going to improve on skills that we have. We're going to develop new skills. And then when it's time, we can reap the rewards. And the rewards are going to be money in the bank. They're going to be leads. They're going to be followers. They're going to be people that are excited to hear us speak. And when you realize that, when you have that mindset shift, you can be successful online. And if you look around, anybody that's successful online, they have that mindset where I'm going to put in some work up front, and then I'm going to be reaping the rewards later. Now, for them, later is going to be shorter if they already have a following. Okay? So my philosophy, Consistency, persistence. Get good at the boring stuff, because nobody sees the boring stuff. Nobody. There's a quote out there that says Kobe Bryant was walking around somewhere and someone yelled, "She wasn't shooting with you in the gym." This was when he was going through his troubles. And that's the same thing with online business. No one sees you building and working your way up. They see you at the top, but no one sees you working and building and growing and frustrated and angry and tired. No one sees you, no one cares. So it's incumbent on you to have the shift in mind to start thinking like that athlete, where you're going to put in a lot of work up front. You're going to continuously build your skills so that you can be successful. You're going to get good at the boring stuff. Creating a blog post is boring. Creating a YouTube video is boring. Creating 30 TikToks in an hour is boring, but you can reap the rewards of that later. And the rewards are getting more leads, getting people to comment, like, share, subscribe, and ultimately buy stuff that you're selling. But I want you to get good at the boring stuff. If you can get good at the boring stuff, you can be successful. Now, I've got a few other notes here. Like I said, I have this book here. I've got a bunch of books where I just jot stuff down, and occasionally I will bring it all together. But today is not that day. So let me just find some stuff here. Very important, and this is a really important question that I have for you. And it goes back to doing the boring stuff. If you go to work every day and you work for a boss, that boss will tell you to do basically the same thing every single day. When I was a software developer, I'd go in and I'd write code or work on fixes for a program that we'd worked on internally. It's boring. But every day I'd show up and go back because he was giving me a paycheck. Most people have boring jobs, and they do it every single day. They do it begrudgingly. They hate their job. They hate their boss. So the question that I have for you is, if you are willing to show up every single day for your boss, why are you not willing to show up for yourself? If you show up for yourself, you can build a business of your dreams. You can start generating some passive income or return on investment income. So the question that I have for you is, again, you are willing to show up for your boss. You're willing to show up to a job that you hate and do the same boring things every single day. Why are you not willing to show up for yourself and do those same boring things? What's preventing you from being from being that bored person at home? Most people say, I'm tired when I get home. I'm hungry. We make excuses, right? And that's what they are. They're excuses. A lot of people have reasons for not starting their online business. A lot of people have reasons for not wanting to show their face. And one thing I want to talk about is people are commenting they don't want to show their face, which is fine. But very, very important. If you're not willing to show your face, you are not willing to do what it takes to be successful. Simple as that. If you're not willing to show your face on camera, you're not willing to do what it takes to be successful. Going forward, 2024, 5, 6, 30, whatever it is, we know that AI is taking over and evolving. And so people are going to be even more skeptical when they read blog posts. People are going to be even more skeptical when they see videos, except for when they see your face. So if you are not successful online, if you're not making money online, and you're not willing to show your face, how bad do you really want to be successful? How bad do you want it? That's a question that you've got to ask yourself. Because if you're not willing to do what it takes to be successful, including showing your face, then you shouldn't complain when you don't get the results that you want. I saw a few different comments on my YouTube channel about people not wanting to show their face. If you are not successful online, you're not making any money, and you don't want to show your face, do you really want to be successful? Because you're not doing everything possible. I can understand people that say, I've tried every single thing and I still have not made a dime. I've created YouTube videos where I show my face. I created TikToks where I show my face. I've been on Instagram, you name it. I've been everywhere, and I'm not successful. Those people I sympathize and empathize with. The people that are not willing to do every single thing it takes to be successful, I don't feel bad for. And maybe I should add that to my philosophy. I don't feel bad for those people because they're just making excuses. One of my last walk-in talks that I did, someone commented that I disagree with showing your face. It worked 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, not showing your face. But I think it's critically important to build trust with people that you've never met before to show your face. Because someone on the other side of the world is going to see a video of yours or read a blog post, and they're going to say, is this AI or was this a real human being? And also know that someone that is in your exact same market is currently showing their face and being more successful than you are. Simply because they showed their face. They don't look better. They don't sound better. It's just the fact that they have decided that they were going to remove as many obstacles as possible to be successful. However, people that aren't willing to show their face, they've decided to keep that obstacle. They decided to keep that barrier. But I think it's important to show your face. I wanted to make sure that I highlighted that because someone had mentioned it, that they disagree. That's fine, disagree, but know that you're watching this video because I'm looking at you. People that have purchased my products or purchased based on my recommendations for affiliate products, they purchased it because they could look into my eyes. People that have, I saw on Reddit, someone mentioned me on Reddit that I was one of the good YouTubers. I think part of that is they look into my eyes. They look at me. And they trust me. They know, like, and trust me. Simply because I show up on camera. I look right into the camera. I show my face and all of my blemishes. And if you want to get to that level, if you want to be successful, if you really want to be successful, you will be willing to do what it takes to be successful. And that includes showing your face. What else do I have here? Let's see. My philosophy, anyone can do anything because they have the discipline to do it. Yeah, most people don't have the discipline. And most people don't trust themselves. That's why they struggle to be online. They don't have the discipline. They don't trust themselves. It's easy to fall down when it comes to creating content on TikTok. I do it all the time. I jump down. I will see a TikTok video. And then, 10 minutes later, I'm still watching TikTok. You've got to be able to refocus. And this, this kind of goes, this is a life lesson, but you got to be able to refocus and re-engage, or else you'll be a consumer. I guess another philosophy that I have is consumers spend money and content creators make money. So if you are looking to make money, you've got to create content, whether it's free or whether it's paid. Stop consuming and start creating. I used to say for every 2 pieces of content you consume, make at least 1 piece of content. So if you watch this whole YouTube video, I don't know how long it's going to be, go out and make 2 pieces of content and put it out there. The worst someone can say is no. If they say no, they don't watch your video, that's fine. The best thing that could happen is someone connects with you. Someone watches your video and says, I like this person because they are speaking directly to me. If you want to get good at business, get good at the boring stuff. Let me see. I have a couple more notes that I want to cover. One thing that I think frustrates me is I can see when I want success for you more than you want success for you. And that's really frustrating. I can tell. So many people I speak with, so many people that comment on my YouTube videos, and I'm trying to get back to them. It's hard. You get 300 comments per day. It starts to add up. But I can tell, oftentimes, the people that are commenting, they don't really want to be successful. When people are looking for the easiest way to make money and the laziest way to make money, they don't want success. And that's frustrating for me, because I truly try and create content to help you to navigate through the rocky waters that is online business. And I can't want success for you more than you want success for you. And that's something that I struggle with. I can tell, I can tell someone makes a comment. I go look at their YouTube channel. They don't have any content up. They're looking for the easiest way, or, someone will complain that, hey, this is the same video as 6 months ago. Well, my response is going to be, why the hell haven't you taken action on it? What have you been doing for the last 6 months where you're just watching videos and you're not actually doing anything? That person doesn't truly want success. That person wants something handed to them. And if that's what you're waiting around for, you're never going to be successful online. If you're waiting for someone to hand you a business complete, you're going to struggle, because even the complete done for you businesses, those usually still need a little bit of help and a little bit of massaging, whether you've got to edit the content or you've got to upload and all that stuff. I mean, the cost to have someone do the business for you would be astronomical. If someone said, hey, Alston, I want you to create an entire business for me where you create all the content, you come up with landing page, you come up with a value ladder and digital products, that's going to be at least 10 grand. At least. So thinking that at least 10 grand, maybe even more, because you got to pay for the content. So thinking that you're going to get a completely finished program on a free YouTube video is just kind of goofy. Yeah, so like I said, I've got a whole bunch of notes here. I don't know that I'm going to cover them all, because some of these are a little bit of spicy for a YouTube video. But ultimately, this is how you're successful online. Find something you want to talk about. Find something you enjoy talking about, and talk about it on the internet. That's the secret. That's the secret sauce. That's the secret recipe. Find something you enjoy talking about and talk about it on the internet. But Alston, it's too saturated. Yes, everything is saturated, and everything is not saturated, because your stories are going to be different than someone else's stories. The way you tell a story is going to be completely different. For example, I have so many stories of playing college basketball. We were a really bad team. You can go look this up. I was a bench player. Again, you can go look this up. I could tell you stories for days about the good times and the bad times of playing college basketball. And there would be people that resonate with me simply because of that. Literally, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have played college basketball before. But there will be a group of people that resonate with me because of the stories that I share and the way that I tell the stories. Like if I jumped on TikTok and I talked about going to Florida and getting blown out in 2 games, that's going to resonate with a bunch of people. So again, you want to be successful online, find something you love to talk about, whether it's college basketball, your personal life story, being a parent, being a mother, being a parent of twins. Get on the internet and talk about it. your market, if you do it long enough and you're consistent enough, your market will tell you what to do. And what do I mean by that? If you do it long enough, let's say you create content about being a parent and you just talk about being a parent of twins, some of the crazy things that you've gone through being a parent of twins. Eventually, people are going to direct message you and reach out to you and say, hey, do you have any toys that helped you with the twins? Do you have any books that you read that helped you with your twins? Do you have a chore chart or a planner to stay organized? Your target market's going to reach out to you. Perfect example. I never intended to sell courses. I didn't want to sell courses. But I've had so many people reach out to me, whether it was a direct message, an email, even in the comment section, people would say, hey, Alston, do you have a course? Because they built a relationship with me. They built a relationship where they know, like, and trust me. And so that's how my courses came about. I never wanted to build a course, but people actually asked for it. Anyway, start creating content in your area. Find something you like to talk about and talk about it. You're not going to be good in the very beginning, and that's okay. As long as you are consistently uploading and be willing to develop your skill over time, you can be successful online. And eventually, people will start reaching out to you and saying, hey, what do you think about this? What do you recommend for that? Do you have a course? Do you have a training? How can I work with you one-on-one? And it can happen really quickly. 6 months, 3 months, and before you know it, you built a business. And all you're doing is just creating content. You are literally just talking to the phone. I'm talking to the phone right now, but I could be talking to 100 people, 1,000 people, 100,000 people. Simply talking to the phone. So why won't you do that? Why won't you talk into your phone? What's preventing you from talking to your phone? I'm talking to my phone in public. I'm sure people are walking by thinking I'm nuts because I'm just talking into my phone. Guys, let me know what you think. I don't know how to end this, but that's it.